This is Inside Yale Football, brought to you by Yale All Access. Back here on Inside Yale Football, we're joined by Philippe Panico, who on Saturday in that winter wonderland at Columbia kicked a 38-yard field goal that gave Yale a 3-0 lead, which for a minute looked like it might have been the only points of the game. But Philippe, I got to talk to you about that for a second, because it was clear that there was some of the team who was embracing the weather and some of the team that really wanted no part of the weather. But I don't think anyone looked outwardly as excited to be playing in the snow as you did, and that's a little unusual for a kicker.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't really know what it was, because obviously the conditions were not very favorable for me, especially as a kicker. But I just went out there and had a really good time. I was a little nervous going into the game that the weather might be bad, but once the snow was out there, you just have to have fun with it.
Coming from Boston, had you played in the past in conditions anything approaching what they were on Saturday?
Not even close to like that. I'd played where there was some snow on the sideline, but the field had been cleared, but nothing like that on Saturday.
Now, I mean, some of the big-time kicks that people remember, though, they happen in conditions that were snowy, and that just kind of gives a dramatic backdrop for kicks. You must have some of those in your mind.
Yeah, definitely. The one that really sticks out, or the two, are Adam Vinatieri's. I'm a huge Patriots fan, and those against Oakland. We talked about it after the game with Jordan, who's a Raiders fan, and those are the kicks that people remember. And this is probably the kick that so far through my Yale career, with the Dartmouth one, this one really sticks out.
Now I've got to ask you, because going to practice, I've observed you do what kickers do, whatever that is, but you also, and I don't mean that to be as derogatory as it sounds, but you also do work sometimes with the wide receivers,
yeah,
which not all kickers do. So tell me about that.
It's pretty rare for a kicker to be able to do anything football related. But I played quarterback in high school, and I actually have a pretty good arm. So Coach Hinson, he asked me to throw every once in a while, and I think the receivers enjoyed. It's better for him because he gets to watch the receivers, and it's the highlight of my day every time I go out there. So.
And now you can defend your position group. And tell me, seriously, during the course of a week, what do you do to get ready for the game on Saturday? What are the types of things that you work on, week in, week out?
A big thing right when we get out there is stretching, make sure we're loose and stay healthy. And then from there, we're just, working on our craft. The punters, they kind of do their own thing. I'm just kicking, so Kyle's just punting, and then Parker does a little bit of both. And for me, it's just Tuesday is a big kickoff day. Wednesday, I mostly focus on field goals, and then Thursday, I focus on both, with Friday with like onside kicks and little trick things like that that we run. But I've really found that getting into a routine is really helpful. And so,
off the field here, what are the types of things are you interested in and involved with?
I actually just started up with Eli Africa. That's one thing. I've been doing Squash Haven for the past couple of years, where you mentor a New Haven local kid. My mentee is named Tymel Barker. He's a great kid, and so I work with him a little bit, and let's stay pretty busy during the football season, but try to do some outreach on the outside as well.
Well, great, Philippe. We wish you success the rest of the season, and
thank you.
We'll hope that Saturday's game goes down as once in a lifetime for the comfort's sake of all involved, but it certainly was one for the ages.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. But thank you, Ron.
That's Philippe Panico.